Morgana Stanley, the Superintendent of Henderson County Schools, and this is your end of week message. We are in the beautiful Media Center of North Middle School, and today's a day that we're going to start to highlight our different innovation, STEAM, and STEM labs. Every one of our Media Center and our libraries this year have started to transform a space to teach our kids about coding, engineering, and technology. Before we start to look around at everything that's in their innovation lab at North Middle School, there's a few notes and messages I want to make sure I share. First of all 8th grade parents want to make sure that we invite you to Henderson County High School on January 24th at 5:30 in their cafeteria. This is a critical, important meeting for all of our 8th grade parents, because at the high school they're going to start to share with you what the new high school requirements will be for your student. Again, that night's on January 24th at 5:30 in the cafeteria at Henderson County High School. An exciting thing that happened this week is we did our kickoff to our sesquicentennial celebration for Henderson Public Schools. That happened Wednesday, 2 o'clock. We all met at the public library where we unveiled the logo winner for the sesquicentennial celebration. That's 150 years of excellence in education across Henderson County. Nicholas Nixon was our student winner for the logo contest, so congratulations to him. You will continue to hear about events every month throughout the year of 2019 as we celebrate 150 years of public education in Henderson County. So here we are at North, and I have Lindsay with me. Hello, Lindsay.
Hi.
I'm so glad she had a few minutes to sit down with us and talk to us a little bit about what all is in Makerspace. But before we get there, she told me she was a TA, which is a teacher's assistant. And so what do you do? What's your role and responsibility?
When I come in during second period, I usually first would go to the drop and I check in the books, put them away on the shelf so other students can check them out. And then either I type in codes for the caps or I work with Makerspace with other students to teach them how to use the Makerspace.
Wonderful. And one of the kits that we have here in front of us is called Little Bits, and it has a lot to do with electricity and circuits. And Lindsay, you shared with me the other day that you worked a little bit with this kit. So tell us what you know about it.
Well, we usually just add magnetic pieces together and make different things with it. And you can use different things like a solar panel instead of using electricity. You can use the solar panels to plug into the machines to use instead of plugging them into the walls. So it's kind of better than using
Electricity. Sure it is. Sure it is. And behind us, there's a 3D printer, and there's a few projects being displayed back there. That's another piece of the Makerspace here at North Middle School. Along with some simple things like a Cricut, button makers, and they also have Bloxels that they're working with. Have you had an opportunity to work with the Bloxel kits at all, Lindsay?
Yeah.
What's unique about Bloxels?
You get to build your own board game. So you put like a little pieces of blocks into it looks like a solar panel, but pieces you can put blocks into, and you scan it on. We scan them on tablets because that's what we use for our Spiros and Dash and things like that. And we scan it, and you have this little character, and you just move to where he goes, and you have to. It's like if you were playing a video game, if you downloaded it.
Very neat. Things about all of the innovation that's happening in our media centers, that it goes right along with building a better graduate. And have you heard of that, Lindsay, building a better graduate?
We did lessons on it with the Nearpods.
Wonderful. So you use Nearpod lessons to learn about communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and how important those are. And it sounds like things that you do in your makerspace here uses those skills. What do you think, as a 6th grader at North Middle School, that critical thinking is an important skill for you?
So, when you get into high school and a teacher asks you, can you do this problem in front of a class? You know how to make eye contact with the other students. You can explain it, and you're not up here going,
I don't know. Right.
Yeah.
And critical thinking also helps solve problems, doesn't it? So when you're using little bits, you're using critical thinking skills to put all the magnetic pieces together using solar panels versus electricity. You have to make those decisions in your critical thinking. Lindsay, I am so excited that you sat down and spent a few minutes with us here at the Makerspace at North Middle School. It's been a pleasure talking with you.
thank you.
My pleasure. I hope everyone has a great weekend, and don't forget No School Monday as we observe Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Have a great weekend.